The grim specter of South Carolina's firing squad, Mikal Mahdi's plea for mercy. The sterile hum of the death chamber, the chilling metallic scent of impending doom, these are the realities facing Mikal Mahdi, a 42-year-old man on South Carolina's death row. His execution, scheduled to be carried out by firing squad, hangs heavy in the air, a stark symbol of a state's renewed embrace of capital punishment and the agonizing questions it raises about justice, mercy, and the lasting scars of childhood trauma. Mahdi's case is not simply another statistic in the grim tally of executions. It's a story steeped in tragedy, a narrative woven from the threads of a brutal past and a flawed legal system. His attorneys contend that his life should be spared, not because he disputes the underlying facts of the 2004 crime that landed him on death row, but because his childhood was a crucible of unimaginable cruelty and his trial woefully inadequate in addressing these formative experiences. The stark reality of South Carolina's resurrected death penalty, a return after a 13-year hiatus, underscores the brutality of this case. The state, having revived the firing squad as a method of execution, has overseen a rapid succession of executions since September, a chilling testament to the state's commitment to capital punishment. Brad Sigmund, executed last month, became the first person in 15 years to be put to death by firing squad in the United States, a grim statistic highlighting the disturbingly rare, yet gruesomely efficient, nature of this method. Sigmund's execution, described by his attorney as a harrowing spectacle of a hooded man with a bull's painted on his chest, riddled with bullets and straining against his restraints, serves as a chilling prelude to Mahdi's potential fate. The image is a stark reminder of the state's unwavering resolve, regardless of the inherent brutality involved. Mahdi's attorneys paint a harrowing portrait of a childhood marred by profound abuse. His earliest memories, they contend, are of his father's violence against his mother, culminating in her flight from the family home when he was just 4 years old. The ensuing years were characterized by instability and emotional turmoil. By the age of 9, he was already battling suicidal thoughts, leading to a brief, ultimately inadequate, stint in a psychiatric facility. Released without the necessary follow-up care, he was left to navigate the treacherous landscape of his trauma largely on his own, a stark illustration of a system's failure to protect a vulnerable child. This lack of crucial intervention profoundly shaped Mahdi's life, and his legal team argues that his trial counsel failed to adequately present this crucial context to the court. The South Carolina Attorney General's office counters that Mahdi has exhausted all avenues of appeal and that claims of ineffective counsel have already been dismissed. While the Attorney General's office declined to comment, their stance underscores the legal complexities and the seemingly insurmountable obstacles facing Mahdi's defense. Their assertion stands in stark contrast to the compelling narrative painted by Mahdi's lawyers. The silence of the governor's office is equally deafening. In the near 50 executions carried out in South Carolina under the modern death penalty system, no governor has granted clemency, a sobering testament to the seemingly insurmountable odds facing death row inmates. This lack of executive intervention further amplifies the urgency and weight of Mahdi's plea. Yet, a glimmer of hope emerges from an unexpected source. 2 of Mahdi's elementary school teachers, along with a growing chorus of anti-death penalty advocates, are courageously championing his cause, organizing a series of vigils and rallies to call for the halting of his execution. Their collective voice provides a stark counterpoint to the state's unwavering stance. Faced with the agonizing choice between the electric chair, lethal injection, and the firing squad, all deemed barbaric and inhumane by his legal team, Mahdi chose what his lawyers described as the lesser of 3 evils, opting for the firing squad over the agonizing prospects of being burned and mutilated in the electric chair, or suffering a lingering death on the lethal injection gurney. This choice, born out of desperation and the chilling reality of the state's options, underscores the inhumane nature of capital punishment itself. If Mahdi's execution proceeds, he will be the 5th person executed in South Carolina since September and the 12th in the U.S. this year, adding to the already staggering toll of capital punishment in America. His case, however, is far from just another statistic. It is a potent symbol of a system grappling with the complexities of childhood trauma, the inadequacies of legal representation, and the agonizing moral dilemmas inherent in the death penalty. It is a story that demands our attention, a narrative that compels us to consider the profound implications of our justice system and the human cost of state-sanctioned killing. The chilling specter of the firing squad looms, but Mahdi's story demands that we look beyond the instrument of death and confront the fundamental questions of justice, mercy, and the indelible scars of a brutal past.